Join us as we journey to 5 natural wonders so surreal, they redefine what's possible and reveal the hidden forces shaping our planet. Strap in. This is nature's most mesmerizing phenomenon. Let's get into it. We begin in California's Death Valley, a land of extremes and one of the hottest, harshest places on Earth. Temperatures here soar up to 134 degrees Fahrenheit, 56.7 degrees Celsius, the hottest ever recorded on Earth. Here, on the racetrack playa, a dried lakebed as flat as a billiard table, lies one of nature's greatest riddles. 300-pound boulders that glide across the desert, carving trails up to 1,500 feet long. For decades, theories ranged from magnetic fields to aliens, until 2014 when scientists embedded GPS trackers in the rocks. The answer? A delicate ballet of ice and wind. On rare winter nights, rain pools on the playa and freezes into paper-thin sheets of ice. At dawn, sunlight melts the ice into floating panels, which, propelled by gentle 7 to 10 miles per hour winds, push the rocks like ghostly sails, a phenomenon so fragile even a footprint can disrupt it. These trails vanish with the next storm, leaving no trace, a fleeting masterpiece written in mud and stone. The only video we can find was captured by the amazing James Norris. Here you can see is time-lapse capturing this great natural occurrence. But if Death Valley's rocks are elusive, our next wonder hides in plain sight, beneath the jungles of Mexico. Deep in the jungles of Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula, there's a hidden world of cenotes, caves filled with crystal-clear water. These sacred sinkholes formed by collapsed limestone dot the jungle. The ancient Mayans considered cenotes to be sacred and used them for drinking water, rituals, and believed them to be openings to the underworld. Cenote Angelita has a unique feature that distinguishes it from others nearby. Dive in and you'll find something impossible. A river flowing underwater. Yes, you heard that right. A river with banks, fallen leaves, and even tiny trees all beneath the surface. This upside-down wonder isn't a mirage. At the top there is clear fresh water, but deeper you can find salt water. At 100 feet deep, divers encounter a thick, smoky layer of hydrogen sulfide, a toxic gas created by decaying organic matter. This 10-foot thick band separates fresh rainwater above from saltwater below, mimicking a riverbank complete with trees and leaves. The illusion is so perfect, explorers once believed they'd found the gateway to the Mayan underworld. It's a halocline, where 2 bodies of water meet but don't mix. The hydrogen sulfide acts like liquid fog, creating Earth's most surreal dive site. Imagine swimming through it, above you clear blue, below a misty river snaking through the depths. It's like stepping into a sci-fi movie, proving nature's got tricks we can barely comprehend. From underwater rivers to icy wastelands, our next stop is as creepy as it is cool. In Antarctica's McMurdo Dry Valleys, a frigid desert so alien that NASA literally rehearses Mars missions here, 50-foot cascade of liquid crimson bleeds from the Taylor Glacier's icy veins. Discovered in 1911 by geologist Griffith Taylor, early explorers recoiled at its gory hue, whispering tales of glacial ghosts. But the truth? This is Earth's most ancient cry for attention, a 2-million-year-old time capsule screaming in rust. Beneath 1,600 feet of ice lies a subterranean labyrinth, a hypersaline lake 4 times saltier than the ocean, trapped since Antarctica was a temperate wilderness. This brine, rich in iron leached from primordial bedrock, has festered in darkness, untouched by sunlight or wind. When it oozes through glacial fissures, it meets the air and rusts. A chemical ballet frozen in time, but the real marvel? This scarlet slurry teems with extremophiles, microbes that breathe iron and feast on sulfates, surviving without oxygen or sunlight. These tiny survivors rewrite the rules of biology, proving life clings even in hellscapes. And if that's not wild enough, this blood flows upside down. The saltwater freezes at lower temps, releasing heat that melts overlying ice, defying gravity, a paradox, bleeding backward. But as haunting as this crimson spectacle is, it's no match when fire and water perform a dangerous tango. In an unassuming New York forest, a fire has burned for centuries behind a veil of cascading water. Not a myth, geologic sorcery. Hidden in Chestnut Ridge Park, this eternal flame defies logic. a 10-inch tall blaze fueled by Earth's ancient breath beneath the falls, prehistoric shale, a fossilized soup of Devonian-era plants and plankton, cracks under pressure, seeping methane. Normally gas escapes harmlessly, but here it funnels into a limestone pocket, trapped like a dragon's hoard. Lit by lightning or a long-ago camper's spark, it's sustained by a geologic pilot light. Even when storms rage, the flame endures, a flickering rebel globally. Such flames are rare, with about 9 well-known natural eternal flames worldwide. But this is America's hidden oddity. Wind or rain might snuff it out, but the story doesn't end there. Hikers, drawn to this rare marvel, relight it, turning a natural wonder into a shared ritual. The falls cool the gas to safe ignition temps, a fragile symbiosis. Nature's greatest trick? Making the impossible logical. A fragile balance of elements, eternal flame falls is nature's rebellion, a flame that refuses to surrender. Topping our list at number 1, we have Caño Cristales. In the heart of Colombia's Serranía de la Macarena National Park, a biodiversity haven pulsing with life, flows a river that redefines beauty. For most of the year, Caño Cristales runs crystal clear, a quiet stream winding through the jungle. But for 9 magical weeks, typically between September and November, it explodes into a living masterpiece. Reds, yellows, greens, blues, and blacks swirl together in a breathtaking dance, earning it the titles River of 5 Colors and Liquid Rainbow. It's like someone poured paint into the water, but it's 100% natural. The artist? Macarenia clavigera, a humble riverweed that blazes scarlet under perfect conditions, sunlight-piercing crystal-clear shallows, water levels exactly 20 inches, and currents rich with Andes-born minerals. But wait, this isn't just a plant party. Golden quartz sands glow beneath turquoise pools, while jet-black volcanic rock frames the canvas. No bioluminescence here, just pure, unfiltered chromatic alchemy. Protected as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, Caño Cristales is a fragile treasure. Guerrilla groups guarded its secrets for decades, but today it's a beacon of hope, proof that even war can't extinguish nature's resilience. Indigenous tribes whisper that the river's hues are the tears of a heartbroken goddess. It's a fleeting masterpiece, a reminder that magic exists. If you chase the right seasons, Caño Cristales is so vibrant, so unreal, it's been dubbed one of the most beautiful rivers on Earth. There you have it, 5 of nature's most mesmerizing phenomena. Which one was your favorite? Drop it in the comments, hit that like button, and subscribe for more top 5 countdowns. Stay curious, stay safe, and see you in the next one.